Hello, this is Alec Kerr, the film critic for the Conway Daily Sun, and I just wanted to give my thoughts on the first episode of Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. For those people not in the know, Conan O'Brien is leaving Late Night to take over The Tonight Show when Jay Leno leaves in the summer. Jay Leno was supposedly going to retire, then he decided not to, but contracts had already been signed for Conan O'Brien to take over The Tonight Show, and NBC, not wanting to lose him to a competing network, gave him a new show at 10 o'clock. So from 10 o'clock until 2 a.m. on NBC, you'll get a 4-hour block of talk show. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that, but I won't get into that. I just want to talk about Late Night with Jimmy Fallon. And I know a lot of people hate on Jimmy Fallon for his time on Saturday Night Live because he had a tendency of giggling and smiling through his sketches. That never really bothered me. I always kind of found it goofy and endearing. And I liked him on Weekend Update, and I liked his impressions. His Weekend Update time suits him well for the monologue. He kind of has the same delivery that he did in a lot of those Weekend Update jokes. And his house band is fantastic. He's got the Roots. And they bring a nice kind of vibe to the show, give it its own feel. And they were used to great comedic effect in the opening monologue for a bit called Slow Jamming the News, where Jimmy Fallon and the band kind of riff on the stimulus package news story, and very funny lyrics and facial expressions, and it's just it's a great bit, and I hope to see it come back again. And unfortunately, though, other bits didn't work. There was this game where they had 3 people come out of the audience, and they had them lick things for $10, and then they'd play it back in slow-mo with kind of a porno jam beat to it, and just not very funny. Hopefully it doesn't come back. I guess it was supposed to be some sort of kind of absurdist kind of sense of humor, but it kind of fell completely flat. His first guest was Robert De Niro, and kind of hard to get a good feel of his interview skills because Robert De Niro is obviously kind of a evasive interview, and they played to that effect, and I don't know how much of it was kind of a staged thing. They did have De Niro film a fake movie that he had done with Jimmy Fallon that was kind of amusing. And then they had Justin Timberlake come out as his second guest. In both cases, though, Jimmy Fallon has worked with De Niro and Justin Timberlake on Saturday Night Live, so he knew them already. And so there wasn't really, again, you didn't really get to see his interview skills, because when Justin Timberlake was out, they just kind of goofed off and reenacted their Talking It Up with the Barry Gibb Top Show sketch that they did on Saturday Night Live, and had Justin Timberlake do a couple impressions. He did a very funny John Mayer impression. But all week he's kind of got people he's worked with on Saturday Night Live as guests. The second episode is going to be Tina Fey, and so we really aren't going to get to see his interview skills until probably the second week. And I understand bringing in people he's familiar with, people he's worked with that first week, and I'm okay with that, because he has to get comfortable. He has to kind of feel his way through that first week. So kind of a mixed bag. Not really sure how it's going to go yet, but I'm hopeful for him. I think this is a good fit for him. His movie career obviously wasn't going too well. I was a fan of Fever Pitch. That was the last movie he had done. But I think this is a good move for him, and I think this will work out. And yeah, so those are my thoughts for the time being. This is Alec, and keep watching.